Welcome. Good morning and welcome to today's commencement ceremony. We come together today in our homes and at computers throughout the globe to celebrate the class of 2020. I could not be prouder of these students and soon-to-be graduates. Not only have you earned your degrees from this fine institution, but you completed rigorous academic requirements during a global pandemic. Congratulations. With every graduating class, I believe there are two groups. One group will consider this milestone their highest achievement, and that is certainly understandable. Earning an S&T degree requires monumental intelligence, dedication, work, and perseverance. I applaud you for all the work you have put in. Now the other group. The second group of graduates that every class has will also be proud of their achievements we celebrate today. But unlike the first group, this second group will see this achievement as a springboard to achieve such lofty goals and milestones that this achievement, great as it is, will shrink in comparison. This group of graduates that I speak of will use today's achievement as fuel to drive themselves to greater achievements. Class of 2020, I encourage you to be in that second group of graduates. Enjoy today as you certainly earned it, but now it is up to you to take today's success and build upon it.
Congratulations, minors, and happy 150th anniversary to Missouri S&T. Your success is a testament to the 150 years of discovery, innovation, and excellence that define our university. On top of your coursework and activities, you stepped up in our fight against COVID. Many of you have worked with our engineering and science experts designing innovative solutions, and all of you have done your part to protect the campus and community. We're so proud of you. Now you take your place in the world-class alumni network. I want to thank the family, faculty, and staff that supported your journey. While the road ahead will still be difficult, your resilience and determination will enable you to excel. And remember, Missouri S&T will always be with you. Congratulations again.
Thank you, President Choi. Since our founding 150 years ago, Missouri S&T has prepared the students to solve the world's challenges. Our history is marked by innovation, from advances in materials, space exploration, and computers to wound healing glass and bringing water to impoverished areas across the globe. Minors have created some of the world's most significant innovations. Now you will hear from our student speakers who will carry on the legacy of this fine university.
Class of 2020. This is the moment we've always been waiting for. And I don't know about you, but for me, praying for. When I look back on my experience at S&T, I can't help but feel so grateful for it. During this journey, I developed leadership skills through student organizations and my technical skills in my Fortune 20 internships. I also got stronger in my faith, learned the importance of advocating for my community, embraced learning from others, and most importantly, I developed pride in my differences. I noticed my differences on the first day. Being from the suburbs of Houston, Texas, I was easily immersed into big city life. So landing myself in a rural town was very unusual for me. Originally, I was uncomfortable because I knew I was different. I was one of the few Black students here. I love being that one student to answer the professor's questions in class. I like to meet new people, and probably one of the most shocking things of all, I'm an extrovert. But through me recognizing my differences, I learned how important they were in helping me develop my identity and challenge the status quo. Through every organization, whether it was my time on the track team or as president of Association of Black Students, my differences allowed me to bring a new perspective to conversations, challenge ideas, and stimulate change on campus. So if there's anything I've learned from my S&T experience, it's to embrace my differences and to never be afraid to challenge the status quo. To my graduating class, in your future endeavors, at your new jobs, at the new tables you're invited to sit at, sometimes you may be the only one, the only woman, person of color, first-generation graduate, or the only LGBTQ+ community member. And you not only worked hard to be at that seat, but you are needed there. Use your differences to challenge the status quo and shake the room. Have pride in them. Your differences will help stimulate growth and innovation. As I learned from my time being an RA, nothing grows in the comfort zone. So your environment, your company, and the world needs you to be different. Thank you.
Good morning, Fall 2020 graduates. I am so excited to be sharing this achievement with you. During my time at Missouri S&T, I overcame many challenges to get here, just like each one of you. So in honor of graduating, here's one last challenge. If you would please close your eyes, and now picture your favorite teacher or professor that you have had at any point in your life. Think about the educators who helped you learn more about yourself, your interests, your goals, and how they helped you succeed. Open your eyes and raise your hand if you have a person in mind. Look around the room. Each one of us is able to sit here today because of the many educators we had that motivated, inspired, and cared about us. Since March, we have witnessed the importance of high-quality teachers that were able to quickly move to teaching online and continue educating the country. We are in a unique position right now because we have the opportunity to change the world by shaping how future generations view STEM education and careers. When you leave here today, I challenge you to reach out to your younger siblings, cousins, neighbors, speak at your local schools, and share your love for science, math, coding, chemistry, the environment, and the importance of STEM education with them. It is my belief that our duty is to use our experiences and knowledge S&T has given us to positively impact the growth of those younger than us, to not be afraid of challenges, to be creative, fearless, and open-minded. Use the power of technology to share your ideas and STEM knowledge through social media. By sharing what we know, we can inspire those who are at the start of their education path. We are the generation that is able to plant the idea of STEM education being accessible, exciting, and cool. We are engineers, scientists, mathematicians, and educators who honor science and technology. Congratulations, we made it.
Today, I want to encourage you with my story of tenacity and support from Missouri S&T. This has allowed me to commemorate the promise that I made to my son. I speak to you today not only as a student, but as a mother, a wife, a military veteran, and a community servant. I spent 34 years in the U.S. Naval Reserves as a combat medic and a biomedical engineer. After deployment, I found integration difficult, but I succeeded, and I went on to serve my fellow veterans as a coordinator of Veterans Affairs. In 2017, I decided to enroll in Missouri S&T, but that would prove to be a time of great challenge for me. A rare, aggressive form of cancer, the death of my father, a newfound role of support for my mom, chemotherapy, surgeries, a stage 4 diagnosis. It was a tumultuous year. But through it all, while pushing to earn my degree at Missouri S&T, I would sometimes ask myself, what was I thinking to take on something this big? But the faculty and the staff at Missouri S&T completely supported me. So my son Colin and I, we decided that we would continue our educational journeys together. Me to finish my degree, him to begin his educational journey, and we would enroll in fall of 2020. But in April of 2020, he died unexpectedly. So I had to find a new way to live, a reason to live. I needed to keep him alive in my heart, so I decided that I would go back to school, and I enrolled in Missouri S&T in the summer of 2020. I wanted to fulfill my promise to him. And I could hear him saying in his voice, "Go on, Mom, you've got this, you can do this." And so I pushed forward. So graduates, today, if I can leave a thought with you, it would be that having everything that people say about success and what it's made of is nothing without the support of those who love you and support you and are in your corner. Without the support of my husband and my family, the S&T faculty, the minors access staff, my advisors, I could not be sitting here today realizing a promise that I made to my son. I'm not sure what life holds, but I'm ready to get after it. So I tell you, Missouri S&T faculty are there for you. They're here to rally around you, to help you to realize the dreams of your hearts, the goals and your desires for education. So today I say thank you, Missouri S&T, for helping me to commemorate my son's memory, for helping me to get one thing off my bucket list, and helping me to honor my father on today, which would have been his 78th birthday. Thank you, Missouri S&T, for helping me to live my life.
It gives me great pleasure to recognize 5 outstanding faculty members as Professor Emeriti. Each of these faculty members has served this great university for many years. Dr. Ann Cotterill joined Missouri S&T's faculty in 2005 as Associate Professor of English and Technical Communication. She holds a PhD in English from Washington University in St. Louis and completed her undergraduate work at Sarah Lawrence College and the University of Iceland. At Missouri S&T, Dr. Cotterill has taught Shakespeare and other literature courses, taught a study abroad course to S&T students in Iceland, and served as faculty advisor to the Missouri S&T's literary magazine, Southwinds. It's my pleasure to recognize Dr. Ann Cotterill as Associate Professor Emerita of English. Dr. Ralph Flory earned his bachelor's degree, master's degree, and PhD all in petroleum engineering from Missouri S&T in 1979, 81, and 87, respectively. He joined our faculty in 1990 as an assistant professor and has received numerous teaching awards during his 30-year tenure. Dr. Flory led Missouri S&T's Introduction to Engineering summer camps for high school students for 12 years, introducing more than 5,000 high school students to engineering concepts. He also forged the university's ties to the National Project Lead the Way initiative to promote STEM subject interest in students. It's my pleasure to recognize Dr. Ralph Flory, Associate Professor Emeritus of Petroleum Engineering. Dr. Gary Mueller has been a fixture in Rolla since he came to campus as an undergraduate student in the 1970s. He earned his bachelor's, master's, and PhD degrees all from S&T in 1976, 77, and 80, respectively. Dr. Mueller has taught hundreds of students and received numerous teaching awards during his 40-year tenure at the university. In retirement, he'll continue his research into optically sensing nuclear radiation and finding exact analytical solutions to nonlinear differential equations. It is my pleasure to recognize Dr. Gary Mueller as Associate Professor Emeritus of Nuclear Engineering. Dr. Mark Schlesinger joined S&T's faculty in 1990. He earned a bachelor's degree in metallurgical engineering from S&T and holds a PhD from the University of Arizona. Dr. Schlesinger has conducted research on metals recycling, high-temperature thermochemistry and kinetics, thermal analysis, and pyrometallurgical process development. The first edition of his book, Aluminum Recycling, was published in 2006, and it was followed by the second edition in 2013. It is my pleasure to recognize Dr. Mark Schlesinger as Professor Emeritus of Metallurgical Engineering. Dr. Jay Schweitzer joined Missouri S&T's chemistry faculty in 1990, and he was named Curator's Distinguished Professor in 1996 and the Castleman Foundation Chemistry Research Professor for Discovery in 1999. He holds a PhD from Wayne State University, and his research focuses on developing catalysts for splitting water using sunlight and the deposition of thin film metal oxides for solid-state memory. Dr. Schweitzer was principal editor of the Journal of Materials Research for 13 years, and he is also a fellow of the American Association for the Advancement of Science and the Materials Research Society. It is my pleasure to recognize Dr. Jay Schweitzer as Curator's Distinguished Professor Emeritus of Chemistry. Congratulations to all of our Professors Emeriti. Thank you.
My name is Kostas Tsatsoulis, and I'm the Vice Chancellor of Research and Graduate Studies. On behalf of the Office of Research and Graduate Studies, I would like to congratulate all of our summer and fall 2020 graduates. We're proud to share in the excitement of your graduation. Your hard work, dedication, and determination are evident today. Congratulations on your accomplishments, and we wish you luck in the future. I'm pleased to present our master's and doctoral candidates.
Candidates for Doctor of Philosophy degrees: Ahmed Kuder Abbas, Muhammad Rasul Abedin, Paulette Boots Atchison, Anand Alimbath, Ezra Habib Khalil Al-Juhaishi, Mustafa Al-Mafood, Badr Al-Mutari, Ashraf Al-Safasfeh, Abdul Salam Al-Wukwok Al-Mishai, Rakan Ahmed Al-Yamani, Charlie Barclay, Walter Lewis Barnes II, Justin Edward Belts, Tariq M. Bubakar Benasser, Abdul Alim Abdul Majid A. Bujis, Tatiana Alejandra Cardona Sepulveda, Somavo Chakraborty, Arul Mathi Maran Chandran, Tianju Chen, Rachel Elizabeth Cook, Yasser Mohammed Soliman Darwish, Aruma Handi Nishanka Chandrehith de Silva, Madab Dital, Martine Di Stefano, Patrick Dwyer, Rodney Allen Ewing, Daniel Galvez Moreno, Jan Gal, Maria Camila Garcia Toro, Peng Gang, Matthew James Gualdoni, Vinayaka Nagendra Harikishan Gude Divya Sampath, Jeremy Lee Hartvigsen, Alessandra Hernandez, Olufaye Shayo Ailesanmi, Abdul Hakim Isa Jaber, Abbas Jawad, Ye Jane, Seth Michael Kilby, Jonathan Lee LePeyre, Ada Margarita, Fatima Magoob Magzoob, Robert Raymond Minders, Ali Mirala, Ruhala Mokadam, Majid Mohammed, Paul Praveen Naka, Pauf Nupane, John Paul Richards, Vishal Gunshil Saravade, Christine Louise Schmid, Sudhir Sornapudi, Todd Eugene Sparks, Miranda Shea Spratt, Jingdong Sun, Yen Sun, Wenjin Tao, Athitya Thakur, Anusha Thudimila, Matthew Edward Wagner, Chinpeng Wei, Matt Wenzel, Chunyu Wu, Jay Yao, Sarah Yazdani, Xiaohui Yang, Xiaowei Yu, Jia Zhang, Weicheng Zhang, Yandong Zhang, Sing Zhu, Marissa Lee Zuzalak. Candidates for master's degrees: College of Arts, Sciences, and Business, Kathleen Drown, Interim Vice Provost and Dean. Master of Science in Applied and Environmental Biology, Sanjana Dhananjay, Natalie Hall, Catalina Vega Hurtado, Taiwo Balanle Iromini, Katie Mazanek. Master of Science in Applied Mathematics, Quang Nagia Lei, Sujit Subhash. Jing Sun. Master of Business Administration in Business Administration. Alan David Annert. Eric James Boyer. Catherine Buss. Colton Patrick Conroy. Celia DeGigo. Leighton Eric Fairbairn. William Thomas Helmuth. Mohammed I. Mohammed. Darren Jalen Myers. Jason Northern. Amal Abdalwab Mohammed Osman. Tim Samuel Schreffel. El Sadiq Mohammed Hassan Sidamed. Master of Science in Chemistry. Ibrahim Munkaila Abdullahi. Master of Science in Industrial Organizational Psychology. Taylor Susan Baum. Tyler Ray Blaylock. Tracy Renee Carpenter Bond. Brooke Nicole Ruffin. Master of Science in Information Science and Technology. Khaled Nasser A. Al-Faleh. Jeffrey Paul Easter. John William Easter III. Sumit Garg. Christian E. Huerta Franco. Jing Nan. Zihui Ruan. Mark Andrew Shepker. Xiao E. Wang. Janet L. Wicki. College of Engineering and Computing. Richard Welzen, Vice Provost and Dean. Master of Science in Aerospace Engineering. Jorge Valentino Carosa Bretsky. Andrew Marcus Crow. Blake Anthony Folta. Austin Parker Fouch. John Cameron Helmuth. Paul Robert Sokolich III. Anthony T. Wise. Master of Science in Ceramic Engineering. Nicole Mary Corklin. Master of Science in Chemical Engineering. Mansoor Mohammed Al-Salbok. Vishal Lathia. Hunter Ryan Short. Master of Science in Civil Engineering. Alexander Nicholas Kartaya. Khaled Darwesh. Bethany Marie Gordon. Kyle David Hicks. Benjamin Gerard Kraus. Jeffrey Jerome Pendleton. Kevin Nak Pham. Samantha Turner. Joshua Grant Washachek. Anthony L. Weiss Jr. Andrew Joseph Yost. Anyu Zhu. Master of Science in Computer Science. Vincent Troy Allen Jr. Punith Bathula. Ashika Devakuptapu. Munika Devakuptapu. Richard Bailey Eversmeyer. Andrew Kenneth Floyd. Luke Henry Holliday. Gopala Rao Kolipara. Edward Mwanza. Master of Science in Electrical Engineering. Anthony David Guertin. Sai Hemanth Kankanala. Patrice Layler. Elizabeth Scalzetti. Stephen Trotnick. Johann Theodor Voigtlander. Haidong Zhao. Shalu Zhu. Master of Science in Engineering Management. Angela A.G. Cole Thomas Andricus. Christopher James Bailey. Derek Bell. Matthew Stewart Borland. Joseph J. Brown. Adam Thomas Callahan. Michael Devon Churchill. Daniel Joseph Colgan. David W. Covington. David Andrew Durbin. William Jared Ellis. Menachem Nachum Felsenberg. Hunter Walker Firebow. Joshua Carl Firestone. Carlos J. Giraldo. Benjamin Robert Glover. Brian Gorski. Michael Gorley. Zachary Hall. Amber Marie Jones, Natalie Nicole Jones, Jackson Myers-Lay, Stephen J. Lee, Orrin N. Lewis, Lynn M. McCrum, Trevin Glenn Michael, James Alexander Mikaloff, Lucas James Parker, Lindsay Ann Patton, Samuel Pritchard, Kyle Robert Reeves, Michael Lawrence Riley, Alex Roan, Marquise Jamal Roberts, Anthony D. Russo, Joseph Michael Sciarra, Jack Byram Scogan Jr., Allison Smith, Dustin J. St. Arnaud, Alexander Lewis Swafford, Adam Tarleton, Sheldon Thomas Tausch, Brandon Jeffrey Thones, Kyle Philip Underwood, Andrew Scott Warner, Toshio James Warren, Laura Esther Wynn, Martin Christopher Witt Jr., Master of Science in Environmental Engineering, Jonathan Russell Young, Master of Science in Explosives Engineering, Jason Ho, Morgan Tess Kropp, Casey Lee Pasco, Master of Science in Explosives Technology, John Joseph Frucci III, Master of Science in Geological Engineering, Anson Kavanaugh, Justin James Clinton, Alvin Medina de Proza, Arturo Dominguez Jr., Michael Patrick Dunn, Christopher Esposito, David A. Falk, David William Grimes, Jeremy Leiker, Carlos Martinez Sambois, Kyle K. Merritt, William Joseph Miller, Martin Pash Mudd, Christian Rodriguez, Nicholas Jason Severtson, Curtis Walker Valencia, Kelby Clayton Wiley, Edward Alec Charles Wilkinson, Michael Allen Young, Master of Science in Geology and Geophysics, Ben Fox, James Daniel Quick, Kaylin Tunnell, Master of Engineering in Geotechnics, Sarah K. Budd, Darren Jensen Harris, Benjamin Lee Kramka, Andrew Charles Peach, John Richard Susie, John Thomas Wright, Brian Scott Wyatt, Master of Engineering in Manufacturing Engineering, Aravind Murugan, Master of Science in Manufacturing Engineering, Tan Pan, Master of Science in Material Science and Engineering, Kushik Karthikeyan Balasubramanian, Yanru Liu, Liren Jarvis, Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering, Azure Saba Barak, Tristan Nicholas Cullum, Philip Honold, Aaron Timothy Julian, Frank Alexander Kalani, MD Shamim Mahmood, Mitchell Alexander McQueen, Tyler Edward Potter, Ashok Vardhan Reddy Rasapu, Dustin Lyle Robinson, Master of Science in Nuclear Engineering, Ayman Adnan A. Mohammed, Master of Science in Petroleum Engineering, Ja Sun, Master of Science in Systems Engineering, Angela Morris Ballard, Connor Bradshaw, Robert Stewart Briggs III, Robert S. Cate, Abigail Jean Clark, Christopher Wade Emerson, Zane Joseph Englert, Prince Ezue, Alexis Hodgson, Christopher Maurice Holloway Jr., Mohammed Manjurul Karim, Amanda Frances Lee, Philip Liu, Catherine Marie Linville, Mirai Bala, Lucas Moore Mobberly, Julia Morgan, Ryan Thomas Patton, Cody Christian Shell, James B. Stotler, Kefyalu Alemu Zergal.
Hi, my name is Kate Drown, and I'm the Interim Dean of the College of Arts, Sciences, and Business. There's a saying about freshman year roommates: you either end up with a good friend or with a good story. Many of you have good friends that you've had since your earliest days at S&T. Others of you probably have some really good stories. But now you all have a story in common about how you graduated in the middle of a coronavirus pandemic, and you managed to finish your degree under conditions that none of us ever anticipated. Many of you even found your first real job and a direction for your post-college life during a time when we can't even shake hands with one another. I hope you think about this story in the future, when you are facing a situation that's discouraging or intimidating, and that it reminds you of how much you've been able to achieve when the circumstances were really stacked against you. I hope you're proud of this story, because it demonstrates how resilient and persistent and determined you've been, even when it has been really hard to stay focused on your ultimate goals. We are so proud of you, and proud to welcome you to the S&T alumni family. You will always have a home here in Rolla, and we look forward to better days ahead when we can welcome you on campus warmly and in person. Until then, I offer my best wishes and sincerest congratulations on your graduation. I'm delighted to present the graduates of the College of Arts, Sciences, and Business.
Candidates for bachelor's degrees. College of Arts, Sciences, and Business. Kathleen Drown, Interim Vice Provost and Dean. Bachelor of Science in Applied Mathematics. Corey Michael Marlin Chafin. Cameron Book Etheridge. Marshall Edward Horton. Jacqueline Montgomery. Aislinn Passerb. Sean Dolan Powers. Mitchell Adam Shadler. Timothy Robert Van Hoos. Elizabeth Westhughes. Bachelor of Arts in Biological Sciences. Brittany J. Brown. Zachary D. Hess. Aisha Karima Muhammad. Bachelor of Science in Biological Sciences. Natalie Christine Arnold. Andrew T. Bevins. Elliot Schaefer Bourne. Jacob Christ Bricker. Matthew Jameson Claypool. Vidal Daniels. Joseph G. Danton. Sarah Mohammed Hisham Fakir. Catherine A. Glover. Alexander Philip Go. Jordan Taylor Gross. Eric Heidbrink. Justin Hinson. Joseph William Kaufman. Lydia Klenke. Jesse Krokauer. Madison Lawdy. Nicholas Masella. Riley McFarlane. Caitlin Mills. Chandler Wayne Mossman. Abigail Margaret Nardi. Justin On Before. Tan Fan. Andrea L. Sapal. Kirsten Schwantner. Brooke Haley Wilson. Bachelor of Science in Business and Management Systems. Nayazarg Amin. Joshua Betts. Zachary Michael Galina. Maria Leva Chavez. Caitlin Moss. Alexander Eugene Molnar. Samuel Charles Newman. Jordan Adonis Newt. Griffin Sauter. Zachary David Wren. Bachelor of Science in Chemistry. Christine A. Clausen. Linnell S. Cunningham. Catherine A. Glover. Macy Christine Lubbers. Tierra Polium. Bachelor of Arts in Economics. Marshall Edward Horton. Abdullah Shabazz Khan. Noah Madrigal. Bachelor of Science in Economics. Jordan Lee Atkinson. David Frimpong. Sanchit Sapra. Bachelor of Arts in English. Brandon Cole Broughton. Marcos A. Buznego. Adam Kofelt. Mesa J. Aaron. Hannah Jolene Hedrick. Bachelor of Arts in History. Dane Garrett Jackson. Bachelor of Science in Information Science and Technology. Omer Alp Aksu. Gavin Altermat. Samantha Anderson. Darren Aranjo. Jacob Zachary Austin. Clayton Bohannon. Cooper Broman. Zachary Scott Brown. Joseph D. Distler. Rachel S. Flegel. Josh Eli Gamble. Joshua Johnson. Ralph Andrew Judd IV. Aparna Kasinaduni. Abby Lynette Klein. Ryan S. Lander. Gugan Mandava. Daniel D. Maddox. Alec J. McDaniel. Joseph P. McAvoy. Jarrett McGee. Emma Cheyenne Melton. Gregory John Mitchell, Jr. Luis Emmanuel Morera Ocampo. Brijal Patel. Garrett Austin Rowland. Benjamin Seiki. Marielle Linlea Sebal. Sean Patrick Williams. Bachelor of Arts in Multidisciplinary Studies. Cara Beldo. Jia Min Kui. Renee Reeser. Brooke N. Reed. Jamie Schwartz. Bachelor of Science in Physics. Kenneth DiStefano. Zenon Clark. Nathaniel A. Page. Ravi Shastri. Elizabeth Triller. Alex Warhover. Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. Catherine Kickbush. Bachelor of Science in Psychology. Duncan Ashley. Catherine Maria Frisbee. Hannah Elizabeth Lampkin. Mallory North. Donovan Parker Steers. Emily Swatters. Bachelor of Science in Technical Communication. Jessica Marie Duncan. Hannah Bernice Gatto. Elizabeth Hoffer. Savannah Simpson. Rudy A. Starrick.
My name is Rich Welsen, and I am the Dean of the College of Engineering and Computing. It has been quite a year, and you all have prevailed. But in time, this will have just been another step in your lifelong journey. After today, you'll begin the enjoyable process of building your career, and you'll look back proudly on all you have accomplished while you were here in Rolla. Rolla will always be a second home to you. It is my honor to present the Bachelor of Science candidates in Engineering and Computing.
College of Engineering and Computing. Richard Welsen, Vice Provost and Dean. Bachelor of Science in Aerospace Engineering. Dalton James Adamson. Jenilyn Bowden. Hunter Boswell. Noah Soklowski. Nathaniel Robert Feldman. Caitlin Frog. Evan Gayette. George Victor Hamann III. Zachary Heller. Sydney Ann Rice. Matthew Russell. Bachelor of Science in Architectural Engineering. Garrett T. Blanchard. Caitlin Crickfield. Cassandra Eve Funke. Reagan Holden. Preston Lee Kramer. Ryan Lynn. Nicholas Luckert. Alexander M. Maurer, Keenan McBurney, Briar Nash, Joseph Vincent Ponticello, Brian Schwartz. Bachelor of Science in Ceramic Engineering, Owen Boehner, Shelby G.T. Bork, Cameron Berkey, Caitlin Hannah Egan, Robert D. Fosdick, Clinton Anthony Gaskill, Riley Hobson, Daniel Edward Markowitz, James E. Oliver, Benjamin W. Prothman, Aaron R. Reed, Tessa Smith, Lessa B. Steen, John Theriak, Brooke Wiles. Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering, Rebecca L. Abrams, Leah Amos, Grace Angles, Sarah Alra, Christopher Forrest Betts, Peyton Elizabeth Bradley, Megan Elizabeth Brandt, Austin J. Brewer, Eric Chavez, Nicholas Patrick Corcoran, Christopher Coronado, Alexander M. Dawes, Connor J. Dolan, Brandon Dean Drew, Roba L. Sheikh, Avery Tregoning English, Noah A. Fakari, John E. Francescan, Dylan J. Fries, Alyssa Michelle Goldcamp, Ryan Charles Griffin, William Kinder Guthrie, Zaid Haha, Ellie Hansen, Maya Hansen, Thomas R. Howder, Julia Hickman, Justin Shane Hutmacher, Marissa L. Jeske, Alexis Michelle Kinlock, Elizabeth Lemieux, Nicholas Loader, Christopher William Mark, Roland Fletcher McCune, Brandon M. Resinger, Jacob P. Resnick, Jennifer Lynn Richardson, Nicholas Schmidt, Lauren Elizabeth Schroeder, Garrett Matthew Schuster, Jeffrey Thomas Sills, Blake Smith, Hannah Renee Smith, Corinne Stolz, Brianna Tiemann, Emily Timpee, Jordan T. Trigg, Amy Warner, Jimmy Washington, Ian M. Wolf, Allison Marie Young, Kaylee Zanley, Mingkong Zhang. Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, Panik Mudiyansalage Varuni Kanchana Abayaratne, Abdullah Ahmad, Victor Andrew Aldana, Zaria Ali, Brielle R. Aradaza, Chadburn Ray Barton III, Emily Beatty, Garrett T. Blanchard, Mason Robert Buram, Michael C. Carlian, Rayvon Carpenter Jr., Warren John Chahaga, Joshua J. Cook, Aaliyah Dawn Cooper, Godfrey Chukwuma Echekwu, Ashton England, Isaiah Enriquez, Jacqueline Shea Flynn, Sean Thomas Fox, Cassandra Eve Funke, Brendan Joseph Garza, Alejandro Chavez Gonzalez, Cameron May Hackman, Ethan D. Hart, Connor William Henry, Thomas M. Herman, Reagan Holden, Caleb Charles Homan, Mitchell Jarasinski, Brody A. Kirsch, Mark Allen Lamb, Mohammed Sabri Anwar Leafy, Nicholas Luckert, Keenan McBurney, Michael William McKernan, Evan Daniel McMahon, Justin D. McMurtry, Cameron Keith Moore, Brett K. Murray, Briar Nash, Vito Giovanni Palmiero Jr., Joseph Vincent Ponticello, Cliff Rickard, Deidre Rogers, Elizabeth Sanders, David Dennis Shake, Devin Schreiber, Michael Todd Smith, Michael Stanley, Hunter Stepp, Cole B. Taylor, Chipper Wallace, Ryan Zickel, Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering, Obadiah Joram Boda, Adam Brisky, Kaylin Crowley, Brian C. Dullman, Paul E. Dawes, Brendan Dunn, Nicholas Eads, Clayton Fry, Zachary Glace, Lim Ton Ho, David Kwokbao Hyun, Catherine Lada, Dakota Lyons, Ryan Andrew McClure, Emily E. Morlett, Abram Charles Morris, Sean Alkelston, Andrew John Carlos Phillips, Alexander Robert Schlemeyer, Jessica Lynn Shelby, Jacob Eli Troy, Andrew Panyan Wood, Anthony Ademola Yamitan, Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Arib S. Ahmed, Hessa Yahya Almosa, Brandon Ames, Levi F. Anderson, Ryan A. Bingham, Shane Bodimer, John Bennett Boone Bird, Dylan Burr, Jennifer Kathleen Coleman, Corey William Deal, Jack Dixon, Jonathan Alexander Dunker, Kevin Scott Allen, Drew Franson, Caleb Furness, Akshith Gaura, Devin Glass, Christopher Gu, Matthew J. Harster, Tanner K. Herman, Jordan Hertzler, Lucas Michael Hinkebine, Lim Ton Ho, Sam M. Huff, Richard A. Kell, Sean P. Kennedy, Avery Cole Klingbeil, Corey Kitch, Timothy Edward Credo, Nicholas Paul LaCroix, Catherine Latta, Gerald Linder, Sung Ki Ling, Brandon Gray Long, Sierra C. Madrid, Leo Mankovich, Brandon McCurry, Thomas McKenna, Clay M. McGinnis, Jeffrey Meyer, Cody M. Moore, Innocent Nayabizi, Eric Raymond Olensky, Andrew Farrell Pauley, Harinya Potluri, Austin J. Polson, Hannah Marie Rainbolt, Keelan Terrell Robinson, Austin Sampson, Alan Michael Schrader, Michael E. Sabelski, Devinda C. A. Sinanayake, John Shanuda, Eric Cameron Shively, Andrew M. Spielman, Tamara J. Spivey, Daniel Christopher Spohr, Matthew Scott Strobel, Britton Jose Thomas, Edward Sang, Robert M. Wakefield, Alex Warhover, Dylan Eugene Warren, Travis Glenn Wabel, Henry Wong, Anthony Adamola Yamitan. Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, Mateus Alra. Travis Damon Austinson. Rebecca Baggett. Blake Kenton Bowl. Lucas Ryan Bunskowski. Adam Brisky. Michael Joseph Butler. Christopher J. Case. Carlos Omar Cook. Jacob William Crosby. Kaylin Crowley. Dakota T. Dames-Dace. Jesse A. Dangle. Elizabeth DiStefano. John DiStefano. Maxwell Robert Diener. Matthew Peter Drion. John Patrick Ryan Dwiggins. Jarrett Eberhart. Jared Robert Floyd. Logan R. Falk. Mason James Fulton. Jack Gibfried. Scott Douglas Gilliland. Curtis Glosmeyer. Austin Michael Hill. Brent J. Hindle. Matthew T. Jefferson. Madison Rose Kaiser. Sarika Kanal. Skylar E. Mertz. Tyler Eric Moore. Abram Charles Morris. Justin Philip Morse. Matthew N. Mutarelli. Caleb William Nelson. Clayton O. Mess. William Kai Ong. Evan B. Pouts. Austin Scott Peters. Andrew John Carlos Phillips. Kyrie A. Quijano. Thomas Edward Rexroad. Jessica Lynn Shelby. Austin Smith. Mark St. Amour. Samuel W. Stafford. Marcus Claudiu Timoche. Leonard Christian Tyler. Austin Dean Tyree. Morty Matav Velayata Perumal. Andrew Ward. Cameron Daniel Wood. Adam Robert Ray. John E. Young. Bachelor of Science in Engineering Management, Luke S. Andrews. Logan Michael Armantrout. Jonathan Banowitz. Gabriel Nicholas Barron. Jacob T. Burns. Christina Carrig. Joseph C. Kreislieb. Quinn P. Cochran. Ian N. Coy. Peter Doran. Rodney L. Dukes. Caleb Gambriel. Aubrey Howell. Joseph Huffman. Anwar S. Ibrahim. Kaylin Kocherik. Erizelda Leka. Elijah Milan. Anna Myers. Landon H. Payne. Lauren Price. Shane Michael Ross. Douglas D. Ritursky. Michael Schuring. Austin James Smith. Nathan Philip Smith. Luna Svetlana Spring. Sansa Y. Spring. Jordan Mark Stevens. Luke Daniel Swanton. Owen Anthony Vanderit. Joseph Thomas Vrabel. Andrew Patrick Wade. Mark Allen Whaley. Abigail Nicole Winkler. Cody Allen Witt. Bachelor of Science in Environmental Engineering, William Chen. Lisa T. Lee. Benjamin Maples. Ian McLean. Luke Andrew Noble. Andrew Michael Patton. Courtney L. Pirtle. Lauren Elizabeth Shoemaker. Emily A. Stewart. Ethan W. Vineyard. Shelby Lynn Williams. Bachelor of Science in Geological Engineering, Chloe Elizabeth Baxter. Brianne Burkett, Madison Bowen, Sarah Crawley, Ripken B. Dodson, Joshua Paul Eifert, Tashara Shawnee Horton, Sophie Claire Julienne, Alicia K. Luby, Crystal Luttrell, Noah Madrigal, Amanda Skeeters, Megan Anastasia Skirmy, Charlene Smith, Peyton Spoon, Ashley Steffen, William Odell Travis, Nathan Winderell, Bachelor of Science in Geology and Geophysics, Noah Gabriel Beck, Brooke Amber Burkett, Sarah Rose Gartner, Carly Elizabeth Koch, Gabriela Yvonne Ramirez, Ashton Vanami, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, Roman Victor Akaria, Dalton James Adamson, David Alexander Baldwin, J. D. Bales, Colton Matthew Becker, William Daniel Bell, Matthew C. Benny, Josh Bennett, William Joseph Bocher, Seth Michael Bollinger, Tate Gibbons Bolweg, Sarah Booth, Brendan Brake, Lucas Breckenridge, Mason Grant Briggs, Luke Anthony Burr, Jordan Kamenzind, Isaac Clark, David Marshall Clausen, Jack H. Cody, Sidney Allen Coy, Sean Crabtree, Luca Kuljak, Aaron Cunningham, Noah Soklowski, Carter Ray Daniels, Kyle J. Dansby, Charles W. Dienstbach, Nathaniel Emerson Dyer, Andrew M. Ellison, Martin A. Falland, Joseph C. Faudel, Ryan Felter, Alexandra E. Floyd, Nicholas Foley, Hannah Garrison, Matthew Joseph Gonzalez, Joseph Tanner Grant, Anthony Thomas Grasso, Justin N. Grimes, Max T. Grogan, Matthew Myers Hagan, George Victor Hammond III, Salem Camel Hawatmeh, Nathan B. Heaton, Zachary Heller, Jacob Herbst, Chris Heil, Bradley Ray Hilton, Matthew Thomas Hogan, Charles E. Holt, Austin Clay Hahn, Daniel Johns, Alexander S. Jones, Timothy Robert Jurgens, Jacob Francis Kennedy, Genevieve Marie Kelly, Christopher Allen Kiernut, Ariana Kim, Kawan B. King, Ryan Daniel Kirkendall, Tyler Nibb, Trevor Kopp, Patricia A. Larson, Josiah E. Lawson, Noah Lee, Luke Anthony Long, Kyle Malloy, Jacob Maxwell, Peter Mees, Paul Joseph Meyer, Nathan Mikulski, Andrew J. Miller, Katie Moreno Bonnet, Sarah K. Morrison, Ty Sawyer Murphy, Daniel R. Newhall, Zachary Reed Norton, Matthew O'Donnell, Lucas Oakes, Christopher Oswald, David Palmieri, Jocelyn Patterson, Amanda Marie Patton, Nathan Pipert, Andrew Perkle, Joseph Plunkett, Liam Neal Price, Ryan Priesmeyer, Sydney Ann Rice, Yusuf Yahya Rafai, Weston Robertson, Seth Rodewald, Justin C. Rogers, Matthew Russell, Jordan L. Sanner, Sanchit Sapra, Ashley Schmidt, Anthony Schmidt, Leah Susan Schwent, Clara Scotta, Evan Searcy, Blake Seppelt, Taylor Sheldon, Connor M. Slattery, Landon Parker Smith, Warren Smith, Ethan Lawrence Stiles, Austin G. Stoker, Dallas B. Swaggerty, Aaron J. Taskey, Rachel Lynn Thamert, Jonah Thomas Thatch, Wyatt Joseph Thomas, Mark Jordan Top, Cooper J. Tracy, Nadia Vitali, Catherine Volker, Jiwen Wang, Colin Webb, Hayden D. Wheeler, Chandler White, Tyler Mackenzie Whitley, Jordan S. Whitney, Megan Wibbenmeyer, Justin D. Williams, Matthew S. Werner, Zachary Thomas Wood, Gage Hendrickson Woodward, Netter Zane Aldine, Joshua Carl Zembis, Bachelor of Science in Metallurgical Engineering, Steen J. Anthony, Richard Mezer, Catherine Sikora, Thomas Troy Wall, Bachelor of Science in Mining Engineering, Mohammed Fazlajic, Andrew Virgil Menke, John Paul Marcano, Bachelor of Science in Nuclear Engineering, Stephanie Lee Bingham, Brandon A. Fulton, Keith A. Kleekamp, Brady Andrew Klusner, Elizabeth Triller, Bachelor of Science in Petroleum Engineering, Nawaf Ahmed Al-Ashwaq, Rashid Al-Shamsi, Noor Al-Thawaini, Brent Bauerschmidt, Tyler Eugene Charles, Justin Felice, Alexander L. Glenn, Kazal Hassan, Nicholas Keyser, Abdullah Shabazz Khan, Tyler Michael Knopp, Shengyu Yao.
Hi, I'm Julia Burnsick, and it's my privilege to congratulate our 2020 graduates on behalf of the University of Missouri Board of Curators. I also want to recognize the parents, family members, and friends whose support and encouragement were essential for our students to persevere and earn the degrees we celebrate today. Graduates, you worked hard to get here, and 2020 presented many new and unforeseen challenges that you had to overcome. And you did it! The fact that we can't be here together in person today doesn't celebrate this moment, and it does not diminish your achievement, nor does it limit the exciting opportunities and adventures that lie ahead. Earning a degree demonstrates that you have the passion, discipline, and resilience to succeed when you put your mind to it. In the immortal words of Van Halen, "Oh baby, we belong in a world that must be strong. That's what dreams are made of. And in the end, on dreams we will depend, because that's what love is made of." Today, you join a network of successful alumni who are achieving their dreams. I hope you stay in touch with your fellow classmates and draw upon this strong network to help you. And as alumni, remember to reach back to help guide those who follow you. Again, on behalf of the entire Board of Curators, congratulations and best wishes for a bright future.
Greetings, fellow miners and friends. I'm Mike McEvely, president of the Miner Alumni Association and a proud two-time S&T graduate in civil engineering and engineering management. Today, it's my honor to congratulate our new graduates on behalf of the entire Alumni Association. As you begin a new chapter in your lives, never forget that you are part of one of the greatest alumni networks in the world. On this milestone date for our new graduates and your families, over 65,000 minor alumni join me in celebrating your achievements and your bright futures. I encourage you to make the most of that advantage by staying connected and getting involved. Because no matter where you live and work, you'll always be a minor. Thank you.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the President and the Board of Curators of the University of Missouri, and with the recommendation of the Faculty of Missouri University of Science and Technology, I confer upon you the degree in your respective field, together with all the rights, honors, and privileges, as well as the responsibilities and obligations pertaining thereto. Whether you are receiving your bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree today, congratulations. This year, unlike any other, reminds us of what it means to be a part of the minor family. Together, we have overcome challenges, celebrated historic achievements, and now we look forward to the future and your accomplishments as alumni. Congratulations, class of 2020.